So one story that's been going on this week is more attacks on organisations that promote diversity, equity and inclusion, otherwise known as DEI policies. I just want to remind people that DEI practices are things like institutions having diversity goals for hiring or promotion, or running outreach and mentoring programs with underrepresented communities. And so the first thing that happened is the US State Department is proposing to exclude 38 universities, including Harvard and Yale, from its Diplomacy Lab partnership. And again, they said that's because they don't like their DEI practices. And what the Diplomacy Lab program does is it pairs university researchers with State Department policy officers. And the idea is that you want kind of the latest research to factor in to state diplomacy. So the thing about shaking up kind of the Diplomacy Lab is that I don't actually think Hegseth cares about DEI and diplomacy as such. I think it's just a way to punish universities the administration doesn't like. But actually, it kind of matters, right? Because many of the countries that you want to do diplomacy with are the ones that are most culturally different from the US. So actually, this is somewhere where you really want to get minoritized voices into the room. So the kind of longer term consequences of these continued attacks on any kind of organization that has DEI policies are twofold. So firstly, it just makes life harder for anyone who's not a straight white man. But secondly, it really suppresses dissent, and it's a way of bringing any organisation that might oppose the government to heel, really. So for instance, on Saturday, news broke that Northwestern University had reached a deal with the Trump administration to restore $800 million that had been withdrawn earlier this year. And the deal includes paying the administration $75 million, but also promising to cut all the DEI programs. And you can just kind of see how these kind of capitulations, if you like, are acquiescing to the administration's kind of worldview, that what they really want is to go back to the kind of cultural society of the 1960s.